What's up guys, Tommy Bowyer here from Movie Rewind, and today we will be discussing whether DC is starting to turn things around. So without further ado, let's get into it. So DC have had a really difficult time over the last couple of years. They've consistently been undermined at the box office and with fans and critics alike, with Marvel Studios often being at the top of their game with the release of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. DC have struggled with their films, often leading to flop after flop after flop. However, it looks like DC might just be starting to turn things around. Could it be that the 2020s are a DC-dominated decade rather than Marvel? Well, let's talk about that right now. Now, let's be honest, the DC Extended Universe has had a really rough time. Hardly any of its films have really lived up to the hype which fans were expecting, with only Wonder Woman probably being the exception. Now, in recent years, it really does look like DC aren't trying to focus on the DCEU anymore, or at least to the extent that they were back in 2016 or 2017. Now, the DC film in recent years which has had the most significant success was Joker. Now, that weren't connected to any universe. It didn't have to worry about universe building or teasing other films coming out in the future. It just was a straightforward film focusing on Joker's origin stories. And what do you know? It was a hit. Because DC, and I've always said this, DC are a lot better at telling the more dark and gothic stories. That is when they are on their top game. And Joker proves that. Now, I've recently seen the trailer for the new The Batman film, which is likely to come out next year, starring Robert Pattinson in the role of Batman. Now, this film has been in production hell for many years, since 2016. However, from the trailer, and I know it's only a trailer and we can't take anything from that because, you know, the film could be very different from what the trailer, although it looks like they're going down a more darker and serious route. And DC are really good at doing dark and serious. And it looks like, at the moment, it's going to be a film to remember. Now, does this mean that DC are starting to turn it around? Of course, other examples are Flashpoint. We're seeing Michael Keaton returning to the role of Batman, Ben Affleck in there as well. So is DC finally listening to its fans and starting to take care with their films and put some attention in it, instead of just trying to keep up with Marvel? Now, I hope the DC listen to this. You don't have to keep up with Marvel. We've got the MCU. You know, you should make your films unique. And if DC start doing that, then I personally think DC could overtake Marvel in this decade. Marvel reached their high point with Avengers Endgame. I don't think they're going to go any higher than that. So I think DC has a legitimate chance to replace them. And to be honest, I would love it. I would love to see more DC films, especially dark DC films, like hopefully what The Batman's going to be like, or Joker. I'd love to see that, and I hope all fans would love to see that too. So thanks for watching guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe in order to receive great and maybe even improved quality content in the future. And what is your opinion on DC? Do you think that they're starting to become successful again, or do you think they're going to just revert back to their old ways of having very heavy universe building films which no one really enjoys? So please let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. And I will see you in another video. See ya!